Hello everyone，大家好，大家好，大家
Hello,
好。
Alan. Hello, Dr. Patrick.
Hello Phyllis，OK，Hello，Hello，
Hello, hello everyone. Hello,
Wilson，OK，OK，
Hello,
Jaya，
hello.
yeah, Popo，OK，so okay, Bruno, okay, hi, Eileen, okay, so very good, okay, hi, Bruno. Welcome to our seminar tonight, the forum tonight, the Operation 4.0, and we will talk about how AI can drive the design, okay, the planning and control. Okay, yeah. So for those you first time you join, right? So don't forget to turn on the transcription, right? Because transcription you are able to see the latest subtitle, right? Yeah. So okay, good. Let me also from my side also will turn on so that okay, yeah. Yeah, let me show the okay, the subtitle. Right. Okay, so first of all, before I start, I would like to invite our panel expert, Finis. Finis is very experienced in the AI, and tonight he would like to share with you about how to use AI in the advertisement area. Okay. Hi, Finis. Okay, I pass to you. Thank you
Okay,
for
sure.
sharing.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much, Dr. Patrick. As mentioned that tonight our topic is talking about the planning and also the decision making. But for that, another major area like the advertising, which really important for us about our planning, no matter for your business or for your work or for your studies. The planning for the advertising is really crucial in our daily life. So tonight I would like to share some techniques and also demos about how to use AI for the advertising. So to begin that, let me share my screen first. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We can
So,
see.
okay.
Yeah.
Now I go to our website. So that's the advertising AI, which one of our core functions in our X1 AI. And you can see our AI advertising platform, which have three core functions. The first one is how to use AI to create eye-catching advertisements. And second is how to use AI to generate advertising content. And finally, how to manage the advertising performance. And actually, it's really easy to use this AI. I use that as an example to click the AI on the bottom side. That's one of the example I do it today. When we just go into the AI, we can ask AI some basic question like, I would like to promote my cosmetic products. Are there any advertising plans? You can see the AI will give me some plans. And that's the details on about how to get use of my cosmetic products, about the future planning for the advertising. And also the forecast for the chart, which may be the sales volume, etc. And apart from the chart and the task, we can ask AI to do some image generation, like this example, and of course, the video. So as you can see in our modern world, about the advertising, we need the text content, image content, video content, and also the forecasting charts. So finally, if we use this AI, at the end, you may make some advertising product like this effect. Yeah, that's one of the example by getting use of AI to generate the promotion of a cosmetic products. So that's a little sharing about my presentation today. I pass my time to Dr. Patrick.
Wow, very interesting. Okay. I think advertisement is one of the most important part of the business, right? So everyone would like to using the AI and to promote your product. I think that is a great sharing. Thank you very much. Okay, good. Right. Okay, good. So although yes, this is a really related to what we are trying to cover tonight, right? So how AI can help in planning and control, right? So the advertisement is definitely part of it. Okay, yep. So okay, so just let me share. I'm using the new function in the Zoom. Okay, yeah. So y'all can also use, right? Quite useful also. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Uh, okay. So we will cover different type of operation. So we look at the traditional operation. After that, we will look at the core components, look at different case study, and of course, we will see how AI can evolve in the planning and control, and summarize with some of the thought also. Okay. Yeah. So, what is the operation 4.0, right? So first we look at the 4.0, and also we look at the AI-driven control, and eventually we will look at the concept. Yes, what is the conceptual for the foundation of operation 4.0? If you look at the traditional operation, so it's highly relying on the manual data. Right. Yeah. And also, it depends on human decision. And we understand that it doesn't work today. So we will look at the comprehensive approach for integrating the technology with the business operation planning. Also, how can we integrate the IoT and artificial intelligence, right? And yes, 4.0 is relying on the real-time data, machine learning, and also how can we build the interconnected system, right? Yeah, and also the benefit for the Operation 4.0, right? So what is the role of AI in Operation 4.0? AI is a key driver, I think we all know, agree. Machine learning, advanced analytic process, it will able to help us to collect and process massive data in the real time, right? It's not like we store somewhere and then we take our time to measure, analyze. No, it's a real-time analysis. It will help us to improve the forecast. Also, we are able to identify the bottleneck. So the whole business today will shift from the reactive to predictive model, right? So the operation now, they can make use of the AI. Instead of waiting for the problem come in, then we react. No, now you can do predictive, right? So this is very powerful. So it's moved from the rule-based approach to the dynamic model. We always mention about the thinking organization, learning organization, right? Now your team are able to provide continuous learning, and then also you can adapt continuously. So in this case, it's worth for us to rethink the whole entire business operation, and you can adopt the new technology. Also, you can you can operating in a digital first world. So what is the evolution of the operation from the traditional method to today, operation 4.0, right? We did mention just now, right? So the traditional method in the planning and control is all relying on the historical data. It's a very manual data collection. It's all rule-based, right? So we may make a lot of mistakes in the old method. And today, manufacturing industry practice, right? So it's all based on all the report, all the based on the historical data. So it's nothing new, right? So you just keep on taking into old data and you hope that you're able to forecast. But we all know that the business changing every day, every time, right? So the whole control mechanism is have a lot of predetermined condition, okay, and then using a lot of safety stock. So all these things is the traditional old way of operation and planning. But we know that today the market is changing very fast. Also, there's a lot of uncertainty, right? So this is why we are proposing using AI, okay, for the operation. This is what we call operation 4.0. So summarize, what is the challenge? What is the obstacle or problem of traditional system? We have delayed data processing, very limited flexibility, and also very siloed, very individual, okay, very isolated process. That is a problem for the traditional. So good. Now, with advanced AI technologies, we can move towards the operational 4.0. The first part will be the real-time data integration, right? So we're able to collecting the data, right? And then we are able to include the latest technology in sensor, AI-driven ERP. Later we talk about ERP, and of course, we are able to get a lot of data from the external market. Then we can using AI and machine learning algorithm to process data, and then we do a lot of forecasts. That is what we call predictive analysis. So with the integration of IoT, Internet of Things, then we can create a very transparent, responsive operation environment. That is what we call interconnected system. Okay, yeah. So this interconnected system is very, very powerful, and we are able to build an AI-driven model. And this AI-driven model, we can able to use it not only for our internal, we can even build a ecosystem and helping suppliers, and also we can able to help various customer stakeholder to improve the communication environment, right? So this is why we always say that, right? You build product services, yeah, this is good, but if you're able to build an ecosystem, you can build a platform that is higher value, and you are able to build an ecosystem, that is the top value, right? So we can see that is all these things happen in the AI environment, right? So we agree that AI is going to help the planning and control, right? So what is the role of AI in transforming operations? Yes, it can enhance forecast. The machine learning model can analyze vast data or historical data and real-time data, okay? And we can predict the demand for fluctuation is very important in terms of the factory, right? We can identify the production bottleneck, and also able to look at the potential supply chain interruption. We know that the resource is very expensive, right? Whether it's human resource or equipment. So we want to have the best usage of the machine. So that one, the AI can help us to do a optimized scheduling, minimum downtime, and reduce the cost. And of course, we want to maximize the throughput. After we analyze the sensor data, okay, from the machinery, then we can able to predict even the machine downtime failure, right? And then we can schedule the maintenance before the breakdown. At such dynamic resource allocation, you are able to based on the real-time operation. So finally, as an entrepreneurs, we can able to achieve the real-time operation machinery, okay? And of course, we can able to make a lot of intelligent decision, right? So very good, interesting. So what are the core components of AI-driven planning and control, right? So first, we must have a mechanism in collecting the data and integrate the system, right? So we all agree that data is the foundation of the basics of the AI-driven system, right? So where we can collect the data, we can collect from the sensor, the IoT machinery, the vehicle, and also facilities. Many companies have implemented the ERP system or CRM, right? And also others business management system. And we can collect the data, not only using the system to look at the data, we ourselves can pull the information out, right? And then we know that is what we call diversified data source. And in fact, the social media, the customer feedback, all are very useful source for us to collect the data. When we collect the data, we need to build a platform so that we can able to clean unused, or we call noise, right? Because a lot of data we put in may not be useful. So we want to filter up, we want to clean up. So this is what we call cleansing process. Then we make the data accessible to the real-time analysis. So that is how we do it. And then we all know that the machine learning is a very, very important part today, right? All the LMM system, the large language model. So yes, the predictive analysis, we mentioned that, right? It's based on the traditional data, but we can, after you use it, then we can do prediction, then we can do a forecast of future trend, demand, and then potential disruption, right? This is very interesting. We call prescriptive analysis. It means we can forecast the outcome. Most of the time, the outcome we can only see it from the machine, right? From the production. Now, that is the outcome, right? Now we can forecast the outcome. And then we can able to suggest the possible step and processes by using simulation or AI-driven scenario analysis. So it is very advanced now. Of course, Then we can able to optimize the algorithm. Why we need to optimize the algorithm? Because we would like to predict, okay, or able to have a best usage with all the resources, right? So it helps in resource allocation. Also, we can help us to do scheduling. And of course, we want to achieve the best outcome. So if we find any problem, then we can identify the outliner, unusual pattern, because all unusual pattern is a way, is a scenario, right? It's a sign for us to take action, right? So I mean that is the usage for the advanced analytics in machine learning. Just now we talked about build an interconnected system and IoT, right? So it's very important for us to keep on monitoring the equipment, make sure the operation remains right? And then we have all these parameters have well set. Then we introduce the automation. Now, automation, remember, is not only automating the task. We want to automate the alert and control adjustment. Now, tonight we talk about planning and control, right? So we need to do the alert. If anything happen or going to happen, you have alert. You set a threshold. Then you have able to do a proper control. Right? So when it happens, then you trigger something. For example, you can trigger call you or send a WhatsApp to you, right? Then, or for example, you can trigger certain alarm, right? Then the data also very important because we want to have feedback loop for improvement, right? So we need to have the continuous data collection. The system will learn, okay? The system, they're not fitting to you as a manager, as an entrepreneur, it's fit into your AI system so that you can able to improve over time. So what we want to do is that we want to have self-optimizing operation environment. Okay, it's a self-adjust. The AI self-adjust system. It's not you as a human and do adjustment. It's AI assistant, changing. The side, of course, we want to have a more agent. Okay, we're talking about agent this year, right? So cyber, we call cyber physical system and digital twin. What are they? The digital twins means we have virtual replica of physical asset and process, right? So your factory is still running. We don't need to stop the factory, but we can able to have another simulation, another twins, right? Running at the same time. One is a physical running, not disrupt your production line, but the other area is what? Is for simulation. So we can do testing of different scenarios and without actually interrupt your actual process. That is what we want to use AI. The simulation is very powerful. A simulation is going to be very expensive, right? But with AI, good news, right? It can make it more affordable. So we can run simulation to predict outcome, and also we can able to do various operation changes. And we can test our new strategy, right? So when we have new idea, new strategy, we don't need to implement because implementing a wrong strategy is a disaster for an entrepreneur. So you may want to test a strategy and see what is the outcome, right? So remember, I don't believe AI is going to replace human. Never. Also, I don't think human can survive without AI. So it's a HR, okay, or human and AI collaboration working very good together, right? So with the AI, now human entrepreneurs able to enhance the decision making, able to continuous learning, and also you have a better picture about the whole operation scenario, right? We call operational oversight. And of course, we're able to transform the traditional operation into very robust, very advanced infrastructure. So what the case study, right? I want to share with all of you. Let's look at the manufacturing, right? Yeah, so this company that is called Global Auto Parts Limited, right? So what's the background? Basically, as a auto parts, they supply spare parts, okay, for different industry, right? So they got a problem. The challenge is aligning the production schedule with the market demand. One end, the market up and down, changing all the time. The other end, you have production limitation, right? You cannot buy all the equipment, right? You only have limited, machinery. So how you do alignment, right? So that is the problem. So background. And the other one is that they have too many product lines, very complicated supply chain. So traditional planning doesn't work, doesn't really help and cause a lot of confusion. So that is a problem for this company called Global Auto Parts. Now, they implement AI-driven planning and control system. And they integrate AI platform with the massive data collection from multiple sources. And they integrate the data and do a predictive scheduling and using digital twin technology. Right? So they overcome the challenge. The challenge is the old system data silos. It's all the system, legacy system is all in the individual isolated system. Right? Also, the cultural resistance, different department, they are only stick on the old system. Now, at the same time, they also worry about AI, right? But after the proper implementation, the problem has solved. Right? Global auto parts become a leading in the industry. At the same time, they are very profitable. Right? So that is amazing by using the AI. So now we have another company, right, called Fresh Food Distribution, right? Fresh Food Distribution. What they're doing is basically is a supply chain for fresh food delivery. What's the problem? The problem is they are leading supplier in food and beverage sector, but the network is too complicated. There's so many warehouse, transportation team, and also a retail partner. Very messy, very difficult to organize, right? And then end of the day, without a good proper supply chain operation and a lot of product is spoiled, expired, right? A lot of wastage. Of course, is the profit has gone down. So now they implement the AI solution. They implement they put in a lot of sensor, IoT sensor, collect a lot of information, real-time data, and then they build a dynamic routing algorithm so that they can deliver based on certain situation. They can deliver the goods, the product at the best part, right? So we call optimized delivery. Then they also able to do the predictive demand planning for the inventory management. That's how they implement the AI. So they are able to overcome the challenge during the traditional process. Now they can ensure the data accuracy and timely monitoring. And they don't need to throw away the legacy system. They don't need to throw away. And they require a significant IT resources, right? Now with AI system, what is the result? The result is they're very smooth supply chain, customer happy, and of course, the company performance have improved a lot. Okay, so that is how they use this company called Fresh Food. How about retail industry? Okay, yeah, we all know that, right? Retail industry has widely disrupted by e-commerce, right? I think we know. So the machine algorithm put in the retail, right? So we all understand that all the traditional retail outlet have disrupted by Amazon, Alibaba, JD, right, .com, and also the Pinduoduo, right? All of them, right? Shein, of course, Temu. But with the AI, going to have further disruption, right? So the machine learning algorithm for the retail area, they can able to collect the data real time, and they can trigger, okay, they can trigger automatic stock up process. It means that when they predict that this kind of product going to run out soon, they quickly make order or send to a factory to do manufacturing. So they were able to achieve very, very powerful, very accurate inventory control. How about the customer side? With the AI predictive analysis, they can anticipate customer demand. Right. So they predict, oh, okay, if you look at the trend now, right? I think you need to stock up, Patrick, you need to produce more goods because the peak volume is coming soon. So this is very good. And we can achieve that. First time we can achieve this, in the retail industry. We can able to do dynamic adjustment of the inventory level and production. Dynamic, right? It's not like, okay, now monthly forecast, what is the next month stock? We don't do that. It's a real time per second, right? Wow, that is amazing, exciting. So the challenge they face initially, of course, they face a certain challenge, right? By implement that, it's the data privacy, of course, right? So you make sure that they have a good data protection. Also, the system is complicated, right? So they need to have very good AI team, and the change management, make sure that they have different level, store level, or they agree or understand the AI technology, right? So retail industry. So how about the energy management smart grid, right? Yeah. So this company called Energy Flow. This energy flow, what they do, they manage a very modern smart grid network, right? So I think we know that, right? So it's a power grid. So nowadays, but the power is not just you consume, right? That with all the solar panel, you may able to generate the power and sell to other people, right? It become a grid network. So, what is the challenge? The challenge is with imbalanced intermittent energy supply and customer demand. It means suddenly no one uses your energy. Suddenly everyone turn on the aircon or turn on certain power system, right? So it's a spark, okay? It's not continuous. So that causes a lot of problem, right? Suddenly you have a spike demand, right? It will cause a power failure. Now, with the AI-driven energy management system, they can able to do the real-time data acquisition from the smart meters. It's AI-driven meters. They're able to do a weather station and look at the weather. Of course, the other one is very new and demanding. It's called energy storage system. The energy storage system you're going to see powered by AI. Then you are able to do a wonderful cost-saving storage for new energy. And they were able to do a predictive, low forecasting using machine learning and automated demand response, because when the system down, right, it's very troublesome, right? So you don't have anyone come in except the engineer. You do call the engineer, go to the team and respond. And sometimes in the middle of the night, right, sometimes it's not that convenient. So now with AI, they have automated response system and able to grid optimization to balance the energy distribution. So we mentioned that every industry, okay, earlier on, okay, Phineas and me, we're talking with client about the environmental recycling, right? So that is exactly how we're using AI, right? So there's a lot of area that we can apply AI. So in this case, the renewable source, normally the big problem in intermittency for energy. Now we can using predictive AI driven, then we can able to improve the whole entire process. Wonderful. Healthcare. Okay, we look at this company called this hospital called MediFlow Hospital. I see what their problem. The problem is operation efficiency is low. And some customer patient may need to wait for 4 hours, 6 hours in order to get the treatment. Very bad, very unhappy customer, right? So it's a long waiting time. Also, sometimes allocation resources is difficult, and sometimes it's very difficult to predict the patient inflow. Sometimes no one in the hospitals, of course, no, it's not many. So very seldom see no customer in the hospital, right? But sometimes suddenly the disease hit the city, then you got high demand in the patient queue. So what kind of system we can build for our hospital? We can build a patient flow analysis system. So we can monitor the patient, and even the customer, the patient can find out what is the patient flow for particular hospital. Then they compare the flow, then they only go to those hospital now is in low demand, right? Then the resource allocation, including the doctor, of course, the nurse. So they all limited resources. So we want to have a optimize the best allocation algorithm, and we have a real-time monitoring and also digital twin, right? Remember a digital twin that we mentioned just now in manufacturing, right? So we can able to do when the hospital is doing real operation, then we can have a twin to do simulation training, right? It's a virtual hospital. We can do that. So challenge again is the data integration. Why? Because the patient data is very sensitive, right? And we need to handle it properly. Okay. At the end, MediFlow Hospital become an excellent hospital, and a lot of other hospitals I'm trying to put that as a role model. So we understand that, right? So when we are looking at the various industries, just now we mentioned the manufacturing, retail, energy, right? So they are leading the way in using AI. Okay, so you're gonna see all this industry with AI, the promising, the leading company will be coming up. They may not be the existing company, but it's future company that they integrate AI. Then also we are seeing a logistic company, financial services, agriculture also seeing advantage by using AI. So again, what's the key technology have been widely used in this industry? Predictive analysis, real-time monitoring, and a digital twin. Right. So now with the accessibility of the AI, we see the technology become more accessible and cost-effective. The industry transform is expected, right? So this is why the almost AI is everywhere. If we look at the predictive and analytics transformation, if you want to improve, the goal is to improve the forecasting and demand, right? So after predictive, next level is called prescriptive analysis. Oh, this is something very new. What is that? We are not talking about forecasting demand. We are predicting outcome and recommend action in the real time. So there's a difference. It's not predictive. Okay, look at that. It's called prescriptive. Right? It's to recommend action in real time. It's asking you to do. It's not like predicting what's going to happen. Okay, you know it's things are going to happen. We're predicting what is the outcome, what is the action. So that's our next research area in the AI. So the future system enhancement, okay, we're going to incorporate with deep learning in many subsystems, and we're able to enforce the learning for the whole entire organization improvement. So with such a benefit in an operation model, we can able to have more accurate operation, and also, of course, we can able to have a better outcome. So if we look at that, in fact, apart from AI, we can able to integrate with other technology, of course, like the VR and AR, right? Augmented reality. So, and also the advancing computing or coming up the quantum computing, right? So with this advanced hardware and equipment and technologies, we can able to do a real-time context specific, okay, from the frontline workers. The most important is to want to reduce the latency. Okay, we want to be fast response, and end of the day can able to help us to do the improve the planning and control, right? Yes, AI and human is a good partner, right? So with the AI, is a very good synergy for human, and AI can bring a unparalleled analytical analysis, right? So we can have a multiple scenario running at the same time. But we be a human, right? Human sometimes we need to concentrate in one scenario. We can't hardly to have multiple scenarios, multiple analysis going at the same time. But AI can help us, right? Yeah. So then in this case, so we can keep our human expertise as the best use, right? Coming back to the hospital, right? We know that although AI can help a doctor, but doctor is still doctor, right? So he have a unique value. So we free up using AI assistant, we free up the doctor. So instead of the doctor one day can serve about 50 patient now with the AI, multiple digital twin, the doctor may able to help to take care of 1,000 over patients. So that is going to be seen in the future. So that is why we can see the power in collaboration. It can improve the decision making. Of course, at the same time, also will help us to do a ongoing learning as well. So of course, we understand that the AI we need to be treat it carefully. That is the ethical and security consideration. Right, more and more research and discussion going on in this AI security and ethical aspect. Yes, the growing we call relying on the AI. So especially handling a lot of mission critical operation. We need to look at the data privacy because we are feeding a lot of data, including user data, to the AI. So AI now have all the conventional data, right? So people is he's joking, right? Now Elon Musk is restructuring the US government, and all the government information all fit into his AI system. So he is able to control the whole entire government because all the AI, all the user, all the data, all the privacy, all with his system, right? So coming back, so but we need to be very careful on this area, and we would like to have a very clear, very transparent decision making. Everyone understand that how you make this decision. Of course, you don't need to disclose the data, but the algorithm, you need to disclose. We need to have very good, very safe, resilient cybersecurity measurement, and so that we safeguard the operation. We only see more best practice and regulatory framework coming up, right? A lot of politician now is talking about the different country. So as a conclusion, Operation 4.0 AI-driven control planning, yes, it can transform or already transforming the planning execution and automation, right? By using data, we can achieve the predictive analytics and the IoT, we can build an interconnected system for data efficiency and agility, right? So that is the conclusion. Benefit of 4.0, it can increase our efficiency, improve the responsiveness. So it means we can respond fast. And of course, we want to have a high quality and sustainable competitive advantage. It's not we are strong only a particular time. After that, we lost our competitive advantage. No, it's ongoing. It's what we call sustainable competitive advantage. So what's the future? The future that we can see is using AI, but what is the potential challenge, right? So we know that the prospect, the opportunity is integrate the AI with the latest advanced computing technology and with the AR, VR, and we are building up a intelligent operation environment. But of course, we understand that the Operation 4.0, you require quite a high cost in investment. You need to have the Operation 4.0 talent. It's why we want to, all of you, after the transformation, after the training, we want you to be the Operation AI talents, right? And also we can able to handle the different changing environment. Okay, so here we want to look at another part of the whole process we call enterprise resource planning and the AI resolution. Okay, so what is the ERP system, right? We did mention a bit of ERP last week, but we did not go very detailed. The ERP, the enterprise resource planning system, have been very, very critical. Okay, it integrate the business process in the past 20 years. The traditional ERP, they integrate finance, human resources, supply chain management, and production. Now, interesting, with the AI technology, you can able to enhance the ERP, the machine learning for intelligent decision making in the ERP system, right? Then we get able to make the ERP system more interactive by using the natural language processing. And the ERP also can predict, providing a advanced predictive analysis for the real-time insight, and we can able to enhance the data automation and data management. So ERP, very important, right? The ERP system as an organizational backbone, right? So many organizations, if the ERP system down, the whole company operation will be disrupted. Why? Because they integrate various business processes, including finance, human resources, supply chain management, and production, all in one, right? So they cannot shut down, cannot be failed. So, and the ERP system also help us in terms of agility in the business because organization need to adapt evolving environment. That's why traditional ERP system has a lot of problem. And now with the AI, how can ERP system be improved, right? So we can able to have a machine learning model and LLP for us to communicate better. And also we can look at the various automation, right? So the AI integration in ERP, as I mentioned, traditional ERP system, they based on the historical development, right, of the data. So they evolve from very basic accounting software. After that, then they integrate a very comprehensive business tool, become a unique one system in the whole entire company. So that is how the history of the ERP development. So now with the AI, ERP system can enhance the decision making. They're able to help you to automate certain routine. Instead of you go to ERP system to do certain tasks, repeating task process. Now ERP with AI, they can do it automatically, right? So this is very, very powerful. The strategic advancement of AI-powered ERP, it can improve the efficiency and productivity, and they can enhance the data analysis and the insight. So of course, it's quite expensive, right? We all know that ERP is not cheap, okay, especially for the fully integrated environment like Oracle system, right? And the AI can be more expensive. But I think with the AI, you get able to, in long run, able to bring the cost down and able to improve the productivity. Right. So here is some of the typical ERP system. They integrate the software for the core business process. It's not every aspect for the business will be automated by ERP system, right? Yes, finance is very important. HR, supply chain management, manufacturing, CRM. ERP I started long time ago in the 1960s, right? In the 70s. So early computer system for accounting inventory, you can consider as an early ERP system, right? So as the technology improved, the 1990 is the emerging of the modern ERP system, right? And of course, there's the key milestone, those big computer, remember that, right? IBM, the banking system, the mainframe system. And after that, then they changed to client server base. Of course, today we are using the cloud. So a lot of cloud-based ERP provider. Most of them, they are all from the traditional ERP supplier, right? And we need to make sure that we have a good architecture so that all the different individual modules, they're able to meet the specific goal. So here is all the department that normally must cover by the ERP system, right? Yep. So if you look at the architecture, financial system is very important. Financial department module is the most important in any company, right? So they will integrate with the general ledger. Okay, for those who are studying accounting, you understand that. So every transaction they will ledger to record, right? Then they were able to manage all the account receivable, payable, and able to do budgeting. Budgeting is a very important aspect. Then the manufacturing modules for focusing on the manufacturing planning activities. Of course, human talent is most important in the company, right? So you need to have a good, proper HR management system to handle them. So now, what AI can help you to improve the ERP system? And now, with the ERP system, AI-driven ERP system, they're able to do a simulation of human intelligence in the machine. And they automate the task and able to give you advice in the actionable insight. And they are able to give you a predictive capability for the business. This is not like traditional ERP just give you a report of the old data. No, they give you the prediction and advice. So what kind of AI technology is specific for ERP? We will look at the machine learning. Okay, they will give you predictive algorithms. The natural language processing, NLP, understanding the human language. The RPA, the robotic process automation, actually is not new. Have been there for almost about many years. So you can simulate the user, right? If you imagine we're the user, what we do most of the time is we look at the screen, we have a mouse, we have a keyboard, right? So that's how you interact with the computer. So all this you can simulate, using software to simulate a user so that you can able to do certain keystroke, moving mouse, certain action. So all these things we call robotic process automation, or we call software robot, right? In the old environment. So of course, today AI we don't call software robot, we call AI agent, right? Agentic environment. Then the AI with the ERP, now we can do a very powerful predictive analysis, forecast the future trend. and also can transform the whole entire system from the reactive into proactive environment. Right? Yeah. So here is some of the tasks that we mentioned just now. Right? After we integrate, we can transform the ELP. We can able to look at different modules. We analyze data in the past with time in the real time data, not for the past, real time. Then also we can learn from the past trend, offer recommendation. That's what we want, right? Just like you go to TikTok, they will recommend you, okay, the Douyin, right? They will recommend you the video that you may like. So the same thing, they will give you advice, recommendation, so that you may take action. And predict the future of especially application will be the financial analysis, HR, and supply chain. And this is a technical aspect where we integrate the technologies. So we need to do require a collecting high quality data. Okay, it's not just raw data, high quality data. Then now ERP become a centralized report system. Okay, so you store all the important useful data. Then your AI algorithm, okay, then able to do a look at the different business needs. Right? Then AI able to integrate all these things through the application program interface, so that you can able to integrate different modules. But the testing is critical, right? So AI also can help you to do a complete testing instead of using human tester. And now you can able to using AI, okay, as a as a testing for accuracy and reliability as well. It's very important for system to have ongoing learning capability so that you can able to have the follow the trend and you are able to have increased the workforce capability also, right? Talking about decision making, very important. First, we need to forecast the market trend. We need to understand what is a trend on the market because trend changing all the time. Then you identify the potential risk also, right? So you one end you look for opportunity, the other end you look at what is the potential risk within your company. So if your whole organization, most of them don't like AI, not using AI, it's a big risk actually, because you will lose a lot of seed of new opportunity, right? And then when you do a monitoring transaction, you need to find out what is the irregular pattern. The irregular pattern can be because of the flaw or actually hacker coming into the system, right? Then you do a scenario analysis by looking at the different scenario and look at the impact. Finally, you are able to predict, okay, or minimize the disruption. Customer is very important. We always mention about customer focus, right? Now, okay, this is why Finis have demonstrated to us a personalizing AI-driven AI marketing platform, right? So with such platform, AI can able to help us to analyze the computer data. They can able to tailor marketing campaign and a product recommendation and enhance the customer communication also, right? Yeah. So for us, we have been using a lot like HubSpot, right? And HubSpot and Bruno, you have been using HubSpot for quite some time, right, Bruno? So in fact, the HubSpot also become a lot of AI capability also. So that can be helping us to do a lot of we call excellent customer relationship process. So what is the proactive customer support? The process is three process. First, we need to predict potential issue before the customer complain and escalate, right? So before the customer say, hey, I want to see your manager, I want to see your boss, right? So you're already able to predict. So a customer, unhappy customer come in, they will say, oh, you can start with, oh, sorry, Patrick, we understand that you may have problem. We know that, oh, that is much better, rather than Patrick, unhappy customer coming and keep on complaining the problem. And then the sales even don't know, right? The company don't know. So that is very bad. So we are able to enable the proactive customer services and reduce the response time and enhance the satisfaction. So at the end, we want to improve the order fulfillment. It means the customer will make order, how fast you can deliver the product to them, right? So you want to improve the whole entire order delivery process. So once we achieve all these things by using AI, by right, okay, we should able to reduce the redundancy, the cost redundancy, and resource can be fully optimized. So we can able to optimize the inventory management using AI to save the energy. End of the day, you have a best dream team in your company. That is what we want, right? So let's look at the different usage of AI in ERP, right? The first demonstration is the demand forecast in inventory. How AI able to improve the inventory supply chain expect, right? We can able to have a multi-factor analysis. AI can analyze a variable like different season, okay, different market trend, and the real-time integration. AI can do a prediction in real time, very dynamic. Then of course, in certain process, we find that it keep on repeating process, right? For example, if the customer order this item, do step 1 to step 10. So you need to hire someone to sit there to do a order fulfillment. Now with AI, congratulations, right? AI will automate the whole process. You don't hire anyone. The whole automation, once the order received, they will trigger the whole entire AI will trigger the whole entire operation process. That's great. How about the financial management? Okay, what can we do? Right? Sometimes we talk about finance management, we talk about financial control. It's not about maintaining the financial information, it's control to make sure that we don't overspend, okay, to alert the sales team if the sales target had not been met, right? So basically, we call abnormally detection. So AI will scan transaction for unusual pattern, especially when certain transaction or sometimes the money is not handled properly, right? Very, very critical. Then you can able to automate the report and able to highlight what is the potential risk. That is why in the financial management or control, risk management is always one of the major aspects. And some company or even bank, they hire a risk management director. Okay, this person is very senior. They look at the risk factor. Then how about human resource? Sure. Okay, yeah. So because you want to hire a talent, right? So you need to hire a HR manager to interview talent. And now that you can automate. Okay, so you receive thousands of CV resume every day. Now you can use the AI to rank, to keep grading for the applicants, right? So higher grade one, then you interview them first. So you can save for a lot of time. Of course, in the supply chain management, customer relationships, just how we mentioned that, this also can great improvement, right? Yeah. So this is what we mentioned. Okay, so you look at human resource talent management. Yeah, maybe you can look into more detail. Recruitment. So there's 3 process. Normally, it's a recruit talent, keep the employee, right? One end you recruit talent, but your staff don't happy, not happy, and then just quit the job. So it's going to be a big problem, right? So you must able to retain your employee and performance management. Now AI able to look at all the resume, as I mentioned, right? Look at customer profile. You can rank them and able to predict who will be the successful candidate. And then the employee how can we keep them? First, certain employee we don't think we should keep. Okay, we should terminate them because some reason that is a risk. So we need to do a predictive analysis for all the staff and allow them to proactive engagement for those we think is an asset. Okay, we cannot lose this type of staff. Okay, they are good, we must keep them, right? Then we need to do proactive before the staff come to you and say, I'm very disappointed with your company. Okay, and then now before the thing happen, you already preempt, you already have proactive engagement. You engage them in advance. When they are not happy, before they are not happy, you already take action. So that is world-class, HR system. Right? Then, of course, end of the day, we know that company make profit must be shared correctly, right? Properly and fairly. So you analyze using AI to analyze customer performance, then look at the insight, and you using AI, you can propose the career development. Okay, so a lot of company now is developing the AI-driven HR system. How about supply chain management? Yeah, so you want to use AI to find the best path or route, right, and determine the most efficient path for logistics. And look at the best, only keep the best supplier, and also make sure that you are able to meet the customer demand, right? CLM is very important. So recently, this company called Salesforce has spent Singapore dollar, US, $1.1 billion in Singapore to build a Salesforce support center, AI research center in Singapore. Right? So they are pushing to Agent Force. Okay, for those who are using Salesforce, you may have about Agent Force. So they want to build a very, very advanced Agent Force. Okay, basically it's a sales agent system in Singapore as a research center. So what CRM, what AI can do, right? So basically AI can do behavioral analysis. It's not only look at the customer whether they like you or not. No, it's analyzing the customer interaction through the whole channel. And you segment the customer, which one is a high potential, which one maybe will take a longer time. And you predict the future buying behavior. That is the first class sales system. It's not just hiring people and just, by luck or give the customer or the sales team those lead. No, okay. We need to have very powerful AI sales system. And of course, we know that chatbots and virtual assistant is very important, right? So this natural language processing will power the chatbot to do all the routine customer inquiry and provide the real-time support. And the most important is able to guide the customer to resolve the problem. And sometimes the problem is not related to the product, it's the user. The customer may not know how to use it, right? So guide them. Don't forget about collecting the data. AI will help you, okay, to analyze the customer feedback and then feedback into the system and then make the improvement. Okay, yeah. So this is the challenge that we understand when we implement the AI, in the ERP system. The user need to do a lot of training. Many process need to redesign. And then even the leader is very important. The manager, the boss, the entrepreneurs, you must buy in, right? And then it may have some technical expert and ethical issue. That is why one end we worry that AI come in, I don't have job. But the other end, there's a lot of new job. You see? But it's not all manager, it's not all director, it's an AI and ready AI power management system. Right? So that is the reason that every night, every Monday, right, we talk about AI expert in the different area. I always mention that. Okay, many people ask me, Patrick, I know AI, I want to build something, but I don't know what to build. Come to Monday, come to this session. Everything I share with you is all have potential to be $1 billion product, AI product. Okay, so there's a lot of tools need to be built. That is opportunity. So, but we need to make sure that our data have high quality. So how do we measure the data quality integration? We look at the accuracy. Also, we look at the data integration with the different source, right? How can we integrate into one whole system? And of course, we need to make sure that we have a proper data manager. What is the data manager? We need to make sure that we have a clear policy among the data because data is very important, critical, okay? And the data privacy is a must. We need to make sure that we have transformed the whole organization. Okay, yeah. So for us, we are helping company, organization, entrepreneurs to transform, right? So this is a AI change management transformation. We must start with the user level. So all the user, all the customer, all the even customer, right? So employee must go through training. They must know how to using AI. Then company need to look at the existing process. They need to re-engineering, look at the whole old process, and you will think of what is the streamline the process and see what kind of process you can use by AI. That is the power thing, the AI. Okay, so I always mention about AI consultancy. Okay, it's a very, very demanding job now. Then the leadership I buy in, they have a strong leadership support, secure necessary resources. Of course, end of the day, we must have a good culture of continuous improvement. Right, so that is important also. Right. Yeah, look at the technical challenge. The system can be very complicated. The cybersecurity threat, and sometimes you need to make sure that if a business going big, right, you might have a good system, scalable system also, right? Yeah, we mentioned about the ethical regulation process. The AI decision making must be transparent. So don't just AI make this decision. I also don't know as as an entrepreneur, just let AI to make all the decision. No, okay. You must make sure that the AI process is transparent to all your staff. Otherwise, no bias, right? So the bias fairness is important, and of course, end of the day must your company, in the country is setting out a lot of AI regulation, but complying, right? So what kind of case study that we can look at? Okay, we look at the manufacturing, right? So the manufacturer, they were using the AI in the ERP system. The AI enhanced ERP system, they were able to monitor machine across the whole production line. Then they're able to achieve the very powerful predictive maintenance, and also they can improve the operational efficiency, right? How about retail sector? One of the problem for retail sector is basically is they want to analyze their sales data and the price. They want to have dynamic pricing. It means the price will based on the demand, right? In high demand, the price can go up, but the demand is low, right? Or suddenly the market have a better product, right? Then you need to adjust your price. That's what we call dynamic adjustment pricing model. Not many companies can achieve that, right? So then, of course, the lesson learned is you might able to integrate with the existing ERP system or point of sale system, POS system, right? We go to a retail restaurant, you see there's a machine, collecting the payment, then print the receipt, right? All these things we call POS system, right? Of course, we hope that we are able to tap into external market data so that we can have a latest update. A lot of bank already implement the AI, okay, the financial services. Once the AI integrate in the ERP financial modules, the bank we are able to use it to analyze transaction data. They will have a detailed monitoring and tracking for all the data, all the transaction data, and they were able to identify any wrong or any potential or even suspicious activity. Right? Just like you have a manager looking at all the data transaction today, right? So then, today, I suddenly found that this is problem. But you're not using human eyes, using AI. Then we can do a real-time fraud analysis, detection, and of course, it can able to minimize the risk as well. Coming back to hospital again. So what large hospital can do, right? For example, we look at the large hospital network. AI integrate ERP can manage the patient record. In fact, if you ask anyone in healthcare, the most important critical thing is the patient record system, right? And many hospitals have spent years in digitize the patient record. We call patient record, right? Then in this case, AI also can help you to scheduling appointments and able to optimize the supply chain for medical supplies. So what's the outcome, right? What is the outcome? Yes, outcome definitely what we want to do is that we want to improve the patient care, right? I think that is very important because at the end of the day, we want to provide the best customer cost-effective patient services, right? So of course, we hope that we are able to improve, and at the end of the day, all the data must be secure. Okay, I think this is what we do. So how about the a future trend in AI enhanced ERP system, right? We able to using the AI to deepen the capability. So we're able to customize, we're based on the customer insight, then we're able to do a different model for different scenario as well, right? One end we're focusing on data-driven decision making, but the other end we also need to have very good user experience. We don't want to make a very complicated system and no one know how to use it, right? Or very expensive training. We need to make sure that the user interfacing and customization is there, right? So that is called context-aware computing. That is a future advanced computing behavior. They are able to, based on the scenario, and able to recommend you a certain computing power, right? So that is a very, very new area. And with this predictive model, they can able to improve machine learning algorithm, able to do a very precise forecast and real-time adjustment of the business strategy. Okay, it's not like spending a month to discuss with all the senior, then after that talking about the strategy for next year. No such thing anymore. Real-time adjustment. Okay, if anything change now. Okay, you don't wait for another quarterly meeting, right? Instantly. That is what we call collective automation. So it's not about automating a certain task, because remember, when you automate the routine task, what happens if you automate wrong tasks? Then you keep on doing wrong thing, right? So you need to make sure that when you automate, you need to analyze the process. The system must monitor. Yes, that is the most important process, and that is the best way to execute. Then you automate them, right? Yeah. So focusing on data decision making, that's how we mentioned, right? So and big data integration, real time, and end of the day, you can also look at the very type and do a augmented analysis. Finally, we mentioned about user experience and customization. AI finally can provide us a dashboard to cater for different user. The last time we can't do that. If you want to have a different dashboard cater for different user, you need to spend a lot of time to have build a different style, different panel, right? It's very expensive. Now with the AI, they can base on the user behavior, then they can transform themselves, right? Wow, that is amazing. So it means the panel itself is a transformable system able to cater for different users, right? And then with this natural language interface, you're able to make the report generation and data inquiry easier, regardless of the language, environment, timing, right? Then all the process can be automated. And you can able to access the system through the mobile phone, remote access, right? And then able to provide a secure assessment and make sure that the critical piece of data will be closely secure and also accessible, right? So it's no point for you to lock all the data, access the data, you must go to the office, right? Now, no, you can be any part of the world, okay, accessed by using secure data. Okay, yeah, so that is what we have completed. Okay, for tonight's session. Very interesting session tonight, right? I hope that this will give you a lot of insight. Okay, yeah. So now this next will be I will ask any of the speaker would like to share, or any of you want to ask a question. I think tonight we got almost 30 participants. Very good. Okay, anyone want to share? Hi, Puno.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, yeah. Puno is our Chief Marketing Officer. Okay, so he's experienced in the sales and marketing aspect. Okay, Puno. Okay, yeah.
Sorry for interrupt. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Patrick to have well prepared for the entire topics of Operations 4.0. And to be honest, what I've been seeing about Operations 4.0 is I've been learning about Management 4.0. And before we go on, actually, what is 4.0? And actually, in the in the human history, I would say, actually we have done by so many ages, like industrial age, like information age, and nowadays, of course, we are now in the, I would say, it's the AI age. Some people say that today, no, this year to 2025 is a new age of AI, year zero, something like this. To be honest, what I see for the 4.0 or management 4.0 is yes, using AI, using big data. You cannot just separate them very easily. You can combine things, all the technology in order to make your efforts, your method, and then all your work to be more, I would say, effective. And actually, that is exactly what that could be means for the operation 4.0 as well as the management 4.0. That is what I see for the time. And sorry that I actually I'm still finding way to cut in while you're talking about HubSpot. Yes, HubSpot is actually using AI as well. To be honest, you can see there are lots of tools. No matter you was working on a business side, so remember you are using like a maybe content creation side. You can see that a lot of AI tools are being used. Like let's say I use Canvas. Normally I use Canvas. We just draw the pictures. We just take all the elements. We just use the templates or and then change the wordings, change the photo. That is what we use in the Canvas before AI. And now with AI, they can generate image, they can generate video, they can even make sounds to make all the items to be more, I would say it's more 3D or more effectively. So that is what I see for the operation 4.0 or management 4.0. We do things more effectively. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I fully agree that, okay, for the passport, all the CRM, of course, Salesforce, right? They already, many of them have integrated AI. So make the whole entire marketing, design is so enjoyable, very interesting. In fact, I learned from Bruno about Canva, right? They AI also can generate so many marketing video as well. It's really good, right? I still together with Bruno, we are still exploring to build our own AI Salesforce, right? Yeah. So Salesforce coming to Singapore. In fact, I think we should also explore the Salesforce alternative to the HubSpot. Okay. Yeah. So it's really good. Okay. Yeah. And of course, ERP system. There's another open source. There's one open source ERP system, right? It's called ODOO, right? It's an open source. The HQ is in Hong Kong, and they've been also trying to contact me, see what kind of collaboration that we have. Okay, it's very exciting as well. Okay, thank you, Bruno. Chance, hi, Chance.
Hey, Dr. Patrick.
Hi,
Hi,
Chance.
everyone.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So tonight we talk about AI in planning and control, right? Yeah. So any want to enlighten us about any aspect of the AI that you think is relevant?
Yeah, I think operation. I kind of look at the whole industry and transformation from broadly two category, right? For me, it's because I'm in China, we have a lot of traditional industry that they're just operating on their own without AI, and we also have knowledge worker, so we can broadly categorize the world of labor into knowledge worker versus not so much knowledge worker, right? Because when people generate knowledge, basically you are out of the operational centric kind of businesses, right? So what I see, the way that I see the whole world, how we are transforming the world is like when we talk about operation, I think there are two types of operation. What Bruno just said is the knowledge worker transformation, where people, on their daily job, they need to, the way they do their jobs is by generating knowledge and information. So that's a big part, right, already. But we also need to look at the whole industry of traditional operation, centric business like manufacturing, like transportation, logistics. So those are also maybe a less impact, or the impact from AI hasn't arrived yet to those industries, but not long, right? So the whole situation here is like in order to in the AI to be able to operate, and I think the lowest hanging fruit is the knowledge worker, right? Because as I see the AI transformation are actually happening for the knowledge worker industry, but not so much for the people who for the labor force who don't need to generate new knowledge on their daily work. So the trick here is like, yeah, what are the opportunity for the young people like us, right, in the room in the days? What are the opportunity? What are the framework that we need to look at the whole situation, right? So even for the people who don't need to generate knowledge on their job, they will be impacted, right? Their job and their business will be impacted by AI sooner or later. So there and also there are also new opportunity or new jobs are being created as I see it in China. One sector or subsector of AI brought to my attention is the data labeling business. So data labeling, I think, is very closely tied to operation AI operation as well, especially in the gaming business. Because the city where I am, Guangzhou, we have a big software or computer gaming industry for decades, and I'm pretty amazed to see quite a few small and medium-sized companies are specialized on data labeling businesses. So basically, those are business-centric businesses. If you know the connection, if you have the relation with these big gaming firms or software firms, and they're trying to transform their business onto AI, I would say for the younger people to invent any new project or job or looking for work, right, or looking for project businesses, I think you need to look at data labeling. These are subsector. Yeah. So those are the thoughts that I have while I'm listening to your today's topic. Back to you, Patrick.
Thank you, Chance. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I look at the chat, right? So we have Herbie, Mr. Wong, and okay, can you share your some of your comment because it's quite interesting. Okay, your company is planning to move over half function to AI, right? Hi, Herben, right? So sorry, yeah. Are you convenient to talk or you want to share over the chat?
Wait a
Okay.
second. Wait a second. Okay.
Hi.
Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yes, very clear. Thank you.
Yes. Because right now, I'm working for a company that has a lot of the work they need the person to review and the audit and governance about a lot of the application on job, something like that. And
Oh, okay.
because I saw they have a memo inside. It's not for the everyone in my company, but because my level, I saw that, and then those already saw they are study they willing to hire external to do the research to study how the AI help them to improving on the like the audit or review how they work and something like that. And the other one is also they're looking for the process to move forward to hire more AI trainer because they need the private because they need the private the AI.
Mm,
Well, the reason why they need the private AI because they have so many restricted data and the restricted information. They they don't want to share with the public, and then so
mm,
they are very very worried about if they use the public AI, and that just like Ali or whatever. Even the cow, they don't use the cow right now, because uh they don't trust the public because they start once the data going out, and then they will having problem and have a risk, and then it's going to be have a big trouble. Okay, that's just the reason they just study on the private AI. And so, and I can see if I learn LLM and because I know the logic about the business native, something like that, about my company and everything about that. And so if I learn the LLM that to help to train, I can train. So it means I secure my job for until I can retire as quickly. Because if I don't learn it, I think it will be worry to having trouble once the AI come out and I cannot train, they will lay me off and then to hire someone who can train the AI. That's why I'm very interested to this course, not this master degree, because this one is have an opportunity to keep my career. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Herbert. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Yeah. So we talk about the private cloud, right? So in the AI, this private AI also is a big trend. I saw Chance have a feedback, right? Chance, do you mind to share with us about the private AI?
Sure, yeah, that was exactly the topic that I have quite a few research into in the last year while joining the Web3 and blockchain conference in Singapore. This area we call decentralized AI. So decentralized or DAI. So DAI is very valuable, especially for the company or institution have highly sensitive data or highly sensitive raw data to process. The typical deployment for such a solution is like you hire the team who are experienced in working with Llama 3, the open source model. Then for sure you need to buy your own GPU cluster and deploy the whole system using a special deployment architecture called RAG, right? RAG. And also the latest standard I would like Herbert to check out is because the key to private deployment of AI is about the architecture, the messaging system, right? So there are also the messaging pattern, right? So lately we have this like a model context protocol, which is really cool, right? It's a it's a new emerging industrial standard proposed by Anthropic. So yeah, and if you deploy your private AI using Llama 3 or whatever open source model your company trusts, and then you deploy them using the RAG architecture, then you also need to research like a MCP protocol so that whatever application that the company want to build on top of the AI, the private AI, you have a best of the best practices from the industry to support the real-time data extraction or the real-time learning from the raw data that already being protected, locked up right within your company data silos. So I hope that give you a little bit tips on where to go to research a solution.
Thank you very much. Okay, excellent topic. Okay, thanks. Herbert have bring up this private AI. This is why recently with the DeepSeek, right? You may ask, why companies spending 10, 20,000, US dollar to building their own DeepSeek PC? So of course we know that DeepSeek OpenAI, you can access the cloud, right? Through the cloud, you're able to access, and then you're able to tap in the cloud. You don't build your own hardware or cloud-based. But now there's a trend of building your own AI PC. Okay, so the whole DeepSeek, okay, you can install in your own PC, of course with the chip, the graphic card, the AI chipset, right? Then everything is your own. You inherit the knowledge from the DeepSeek, but you can able to train the system within your machine, right? So the same thing, right? You can able to build your own private AI cloud, right? So good topic. It's very interesting. I think at the end of the day, it all depends on our requirement and the business need also, right? Okay, good. Right. Anthony, you have anything to share? Anthony?
Yes. Sorry that
Okay.
I've joined you quite late today.
No, it's
Yes.
okay. Don't worry, Anthony. Yes.
Uh, think I just happened to look at your last slide. It's about natural language processing, NLP. Then I believe that for the operation 4.0, in terms of documentation and reporting, this NLP will be able to help quite a lot. For example, in the area of knowledge retrieval, right? We have a project in the past that we make use of the indexing, and also retrieval algorithm to retrieve solutions from some user manuals, some support manuals, or even some past support tickets. For the support and maintenance department, and we use in particular the semantic search to do the retrieval for all this knowledge, so that this knowledge retrieval can be activated quite effectively and efficiently. Another area I can think of is in the predictive maintenance part. We can also use the similar methodology to extract some information from the log analysis, from the maintenance book, maintenance notes, especially when you come across any unusual noise or unusual vibration in the management, in the maintenance cycle, so that we can predict all the possible failures in advance. Right. And all this can be done by some sentiment analysis. Okay, so I think more often than not, the staff on the ground would not like to fill in a lot of form, a lot of logbooks to do a proper feedback. So sometimes we can make use of their verbal feedback, right? Cashier or uncashier, so that we can collect all this information from the different media, so that we can do some sort of sentimental analysis, so as we can improve on our maintenance in a prediction sense. Yep, that's all that I'd like to share
Okay.
with you. Thank you.
Very insightful. Okay. Thank you very much, Anthony, for sharing. Okay. So is there any other anyone want to share any question before we end the next session? Okay. Okay. Thank you for your time, and I hope that we have a good understanding about using AI, okay, in the business planning and control. Okay. So I see you. Have a good week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you, Professor Peter.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
bye.
Bye, Jaya.
See you all. Bye bye.
See you.